Sound? I turned that sound on. We got no sound. We got sound now? We got sound now? Do we have sound? Not cut. No, no sound. Boy, I wasted my time on that, didn't we? Finally got sound. I had to re-push the button. I bet the message over here is no sound. Yeah, I got it. All right. I guess we'll start over again, huh? I could have sworn I turned that thing on and it looked like it was on. Anyway, we'll start over again. We got a bunch of people here now. Jack was doing a live stream. He had to leave, but just before he left, and he left to take care of business with what's been going on. Word is from James's wife that he is released. The judge released him, dropped the charges, lack of evidence, which we all saw. That's, but that's not the first time one of the judges over there in San Antonio has done that. They've looked at this retaliation stuff and thrown it out. Probably the same judge has done it before. And my chat keeps flickering black and off and on and off and on. So I'm having a hard time keeping up with it. That's why I didn't see y'all's notification that I had no sound. So anyway, I just came on. I don't know how many of y'all saw Jack's live stream a while ago, so I wanted to update y'all. James is free. I don't know anything else but about James. All right. And the other thing I was talking about is that towing company. I'm going to say Janice, but I don't think that's it. But something along those lines. I can't remember the exact name. We've been giving them hell on Facebook for stealing that car on the word of a cop. That they should not do that. I'm not a lawyer, but as far as I'm concerned, Banis, right? Banis. That car was there by permission of the owner of that property. The cop shouldn't have told the company to take it, but that Banis Towing should have checked. They can't take a car off of private property just because a cop says so, as far as I'm concerned. The legalities of it, I don't know. But the judging by the reaction of that Mr. Banis or the owner on that phone call earlier from 50, I think it was, he's probably going to try to charge him for it anyway. I hope not, because they're going to get even more feedback. I think their Facebook rating was down to 1.7 earlier when I left. And I want to remind y'all that they also have Google and Yelp reviews if y'all are so inclined. And I really don't know what else to say. I just want to make sure that as many of y'all got updated as soon as possible. I know y'all worry about all of the guys out there and the gals. And again, I'm sorry, this chat just keeps going blank. It just goes black. It comes back on for a second or two. And I can't keep up with it. Let's see, Banis. If they don't go broke, I hope they learn a lesson. Do not do business with a corrupt police department. And you better damn sure make sure when you're taking property off of private property that you're doing it in the right way, because I don't think they did. I think they're just so used to doing whatever the cops tell them, that they think they can get away with whatever they want. And my experience with tow companies is they're not very honest. I know several of those companies, people that have worked for several of those companies over the years, had some experience with them, and just not an honest group of people. Now, are there some out there? Yes, probably so. I couldn't tell you one way or the other. Let's see. I just got off the phone with Jack telling the police department has, well, I can't. It's gone. Yeah. They're going to try to get their money out of him. What they'll probably do is probably have to go to court and then spend more money and more time. And most people will just say, screw it, I'm going to pay the couple $100, whatever. But, maybe we can just drive them with honest criticism, which is on their reviews, and make it cost them enough that maybe they'll back down. And if they don't, maybe I'll just remind y'all every month or two to go over there and give them hell. I'm getting a lot of messages, guys. This has been going all day since this is going on. I'm having a hard time keeping up with everything. Let's see. And I can't read it out loud because I don't know what I can say or not yet. Yeah, there's more interesting information I can't say yet. I'll let the people involved decide when and what to say. But something else Jack touched on is, a few extra cameras around that they don't see. So I'm going to take this time to those of y'all that are serious about what you're doing. There's some inexpensive cameras you can put around your house, and you can hide the DVRs. Some of them are internal that are in decorations. They've got all kinds of stuff out there. You can put them in those. Keep them around the house. The only problem I see is you're not all going to want to leave those cameras on all the time. So, could be a couple of them sitting around very handy. So when something does look like it's going wrong, you just turn it on when you need it. Maybe I'll do something behind the scenes, not out in the open, with a bunch of you guys, and work on that behind the scenes, because there's also stuff out there that is you don't see on the market. All right, so we'll work on that down the road. Let's see if this thing will quit flashing. Joe 90, you're right. Well, anyway, I really don't know what else to say to you guys. It's been a very trying last few months, from almost parked to here. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. For those trolls out there, copsuckers, who cares? You're not important. And if any trolls or copsuckers come on here, or anybody tries to start crap, just ignore them completely. They're not even there. All right. And I guess that's it. I just don't know what else to say. I'm gonna try to read a little bit here in the chat, but like I said, it's just off and on. They are probably hiding drugs in those cars. I wouldn't doubt it. Almost park threatened to. Oh, I wanted to say the other cameras that are in Jack's house. In case the chief is watching this, Chief, you really ought to keep your mouth shut. The things you say because you're so used to just saying whatever you want to. God. And just because somebody's working with you doesn't mean their camera's off when y'all are sitting around talking. And it doesn't mean they like you. In fact, there's people in that building where the police department is that don't like you. And there's some officers there that will not keep their mouth shut when this gets bad enough, and it comes to them or you. It's going to be you. And I know you've tried to do your best to keep your name off of any documentation, but that's not going to make any difference in the end, as far as I'm concerned. Now, what happens in the courts, the local courts especially, but if it goes further than that, you're not going to get fired for cheating this time. You're going to go to jail. And now that the spotlight's on you, let's see how you act. I hope you are freaking scared to death, because I bet you're wetting your panties. I had to say that. Had to say it. All right. Let's see. Chat, come back up. I'll see what's going on. Yeah, until fully inventoried. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it a bit. And they'll take their time. They say, well, 2 days from now, it's not inventoried. Well, if they had to drop the charges, you don't get to, that's probably the only thing they can do to retaliate and be asses. And we'll see about that, how that plays in the long run, because everything he does, once this goes south on him and we get him in, get the legal stuff going, it ain't going to help. Every little thing he does is just going to hurt him. Yeah, it's a bogus charge, but James's charges got dropped, according to my best information, which Jack said came from James's wife. That's for y'all that just came in here and maybe didn't hear it. Let's see here. Come on, screen, come back up. Bandits Towing posted doesn't have Freeman's car. Yeah, they did. But we'll see. I don't believe them, because it sounded like to me they admitted they had it earlier. Unless the cops came and got it from them. And then they could say they don't have it, but it was theirs. They towed it. That's the best information I've got. Now, sometimes when we talk about things this early on, things get screwed up, but we'll see. I don't believe so. I believe that they did it. Come on, screen, come back up. All right, guys, I'm sorry, I can't keep up with this chat. It's just going black, and it pops back up for a second too. So I'm going to leave that here. I don't know how long I've been on, but we'll leave that here. And unless the screen will pop back up real quick. I don't have any word on Wolfman yet. I think Jack was going back to see if he could focus on that right now, hoping that the judge would drop Wolfman's too, because that was a retaliation bullshit charge. We know it. I think they just lost it when they saw that the radio station, the TV station had left. I think they just lost it when they saw that flag. Sorry, Jay, can't talk to you right now. But I will call you back in a minute if you're listening. So I don't have anything on Wolfman right now. I hope to soon. Jack will probably come up with it before me. I usually get my info from him when it's has to do with this kind of stuff. Yeah, Wolfman was out on bond, but if it's bullshit charge, hopefully the judge will drop it and say, move on out of here. All right. Yep. Yeah, but so was Texas Seatbelt. All right. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. I'm not going to keep you on any longer. Go back and I'm going to check up on all these messages and see what's going on, see if they need me for anything. Thank you for all your support and for the support of all these other people out there fighting the good fight. See you later.